Before we open tonight's files, we want to pause for one of our own. Ron Meeg, you've shared with us the reality of chemotherapy, the hours, the wait, the pain. And yet, even in the middle of one of your hardest days, you told us that our show brought you a little light. And that humbles us. We want you to know that you are held, you are strong, and this community walks beside you. May the veil feel lighter, knowing that you are never facing it alone.
Beautifully said, Rach. Ron Mig, we are here with you in spirit. We'd also like to honor words sent to us from Tempest Fugit, our resident poet and a voice in our choir of echoes. He wrote a piece we'll read in a moment, but first I want to say this. Beyond Files isn't a show about politics. It's a show about humanity, about spirit, about the mysteries that weave us together. So when we bring a poem like this forward, it's not about sides, it's about souls. And this one is written to touch the soul. Our part, playing our role with a loving heart. For in acceptance we find our true design, and in God's love our souls entwine.
Thank you, Tempest. That was truly moving.
And as we step into tonight's strange videos, we carry Ron Meig's strength and Tempest Fugit's words.
Proof that even in the shadows, there is always a light waiting just beyond the veil.
Now, are you ready to dive in?
You're in the right place.
What's that? Oh, CERN turned on its biggest machine yesterday? Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, you heard that right. CERN powered up its biggest machine and it's opening up portals, which I think it's already done before. But now the scientists and people working there are admitting to it. Oh, exciting. They're coming out flat out saying that entities are coming out of the portals there and then going back in and coming out and staying here and not going back in. So it's so fun. I wonder if this has anything to do with all the videos of all the stars moving around in the sky. Huh. I also wonder if it has anything to do with the government saying aliens are real, as well as saying that a certain group called the Anunnaki will be coming back soon to Earth. Okay.
I find it strange that you and I had migraines on that day.
Very bad migraines, too.
Yeah, and around the same time, well, how many years was that ago? When they opened CERN again, President Trump had his little run-in. And again, we had migraines.
We did.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if you're sensitive to that, to the energies, if you felt it too on that day.
Right. Nothing political, but I just specifically remember that incident happening and both of us having migraines.
Yeah.
It's just strange.
It is strange.
Lady Gaga is currently going viral because of how demonic her performance at the VMAs were. Some people are saying this was more demonic than when Sam Smith did his notorious performance at the VMAs. I mean, just take a look at this. Now, usually when I make a video like this, people are saying, oh, there's a deeper meaning, this is art, this is beauty. No. There is no meaning behind this one, in my opinion. This is dark. People are trapped in cages dancing. Everyone is wearing red. All of the lights are red. And she is just playing this dark vibrational music. And she is saying, dance or die. Why can't we just make something enjoyable that makes you feel good and everyone is just laughing and dancing like music should be? What are we doing?
She does use that get up for one of her concerts she did, I think like over the winter or something. She has the giant dress and people are in
all
the
in
dress.
red.
I can't remember if she's all in red or not.
No, you saw the VMAs, right? Didn't you see pieces of it?
I caught videos of it, yeah.
Was it a weird vibe? I don't watch that trash anymore.
It didn't feel like a classic VMAs, personally. Some of her costume, though, I do like the old big wig in the dress and stuff. Like I could see where Some of it is a little artistic. It does have dark tones to it, though, as well. But I know she's singing her song that Tim Burton directed, and she was in Wednesday, so she's giving a little bit more spooky, too.
No one realized that Emma Meyer's coldness toward Lady Gaga at the premiere hides 3 chilling symbolic meanings. At the premiere of Wednesday Season 2, Lady Gaga's surprise appearance electrified the audience. Jenna Ortega and Joey Sandy stood up to bow in greeting. However, Emma Myers remained standing to the side, forcing a smile and even deliberately turning her head away. This gesture led many to wonder, why was she so cold? First, a silent protest over the pay gap. Gaga appeared for only 1 minute in the second season, but earned far more than Emma for the entire season. While Emma couldn't openly express her discontent, her subtle coldness may reflect the natural emotional response to this disparity. Second, a subtle sign of a friendship fracture. Once inseparable with Jenna, Emma has now witnessed more of Jenna's attention being focused on Gaga. Watching their close interactions and affectionate embraces, Emma was experiencing a delicate rift in their friendship. Third, a carefully considered social strategy. New actors often tread carefully around superstars. Emma's cold demeanor could also be a deliberate social strategy, maintaining distance in public appearances to avoid stealing the spotlight while still appearing composed and confident.
I think they're taking advantage that she's younger and a green actress, and Gaga's the superstar. But what really bothered me about that little clip was Jenna Ortega and the other chick bowing to Gaga like she was a goddess.
And she's
worship.
She's a superstar. I can see where they would get really excited over the superstar.
But bow to them like they're worshiping them.
Yeah. We are not worthy type of vibe.
Yeah.
And I know I've seen her and Jenna, like that girl and Jenna Ortega, and I think Jenna Ortega like put her hand on her back and she like stiffened up.
Yeah.
So there's definitely something going on.
And Jenna looks way different.
Mm-hmm.
Like her face, everything. It's like, you had work done that young? Kind of odd.
Yeah, something's different.
This woman might have actually found a real demon inside of a hole. Watch this.
¿Escucharon?
I don't know what she's saying, but she's approaching this hole.
¿Escucharon eso?
And what she hears from this hole is freaking insane.
Se oye allá abajo.
There's something in that hole.
Hola?
Whatever that is has glowing eyes. She sounds sincerely terrified, honestly. She is running for her life. Stay weird.
I don't know if that's actually real.
I thought maybe it's an animal down there at first, but then I realized the shape in there and the eyes that were glowing were a little weird.
I mean, if that happened to me, I'd be terrified. Like, even if it was just a person dressed up, I'd still be wicked scared.
Oh, yeah. Unless she planned it all.
But. Yeah, but it's fun to watch.
There's a woman by the name of Paloma that claims to be a lechuza. In case you don't know what a lechuza is a witch that is able to take the form of a bird or any other animals. The only way they're able to do this is by making a pact with you-know-who and giving up their soul, which then makes them be able to kind of transform. They have been known for many, many years. I haven't had experiences with them. My family have had experiences with them. But never in a million years did I ever think that I would come across somebody openly talking about it, stating that they themselves are a lechuza. From the looks of it, her original page has been taken down. This was actually from an interview she did. But she states that she can transform herself every night, and it's like a mind thing. In her mind, she feels it, and then she transforms, and she's able to kind of go on about soaring through the sky, I guess. My grandmother grew up in a town right outside of Bucaramanga, Colombia, where lechuzas were extremely common. Like, it wasn't like anything shocking. She would always tell me stories about her brothers staying out late hunting, and on their way back, they would come across these things that would get in their way. They would taunt them, they would follow them through the trees. They were basically just there to annoy. On one occasion, her brother became so frustrated with these things constantly following him and taunting him along the way that he actually captured one of them. This is actually going to get a little bit graphic, but he actually tied one of them up because he was just so done with them. I don't know if you guys know this, but lechuzas have to be back in their body before sunrise. If they stay out past that time, they will be severely punished by. He ended up shaving the top of her head and told her to come back the next day to ask, I don't know exactly for what it was, I think it was like a glass of milk or something, so that he would know who she was. After he let her go, the very next day, just like clockwork, this woman shows up, bald, asking for a glass of milk. Let me know if you guys have ever experienced a lechuza. I mean, I love hearing all the stories.
I've never heard of that before.
We learn something new every week.
Yes.
I have never heard of a lechuza, but I don't know much about, was it Mexican
Yes,
witches or folklore?
Hispanic descent. or
Yeah.
something. But now you know, if there's a bird, it could be a lechuza.
lechuza.
Yeah.
Or just a friendly owl. Don't shave its head.
No. Leave it alone. Befriend it.
Right.
Just be nice to it.
Unless it's messing with you.
Yeah. I'm sure if you just give it any animal respect anyways.
The Wallace Line.
The Wallace Line.
So you have Indonesia and you have Australia, right? You have
Right.
Bali, you have the Philippines, and then there's Australia. There's an invisible line between these islands that for some reason animals cannot cross. Marine biologists have no idea. Biologists have no clue why. There's only like a 20-mile difference. On this side, on the Asian side, you have tigers, elephants, monkeys, all these types of things. But then 20 miles over, you have animals
They're
that
completely different species.
are completely different species. You have marsupials like kangaroos and koalas, and then you have dingoes.
They've never observed those animals crossing over.
Even the fish
Ah.
will not cross over this invisible line within the ocean. Birds will not fly to the other side. It's just a border that animals instinctively just don't cross for some unknown
I
reason.
wonder if it's like a gravitational force or something.
But it'd have to be something we can't measure.
Yeah.
Because you know they're trying to figure that out. They'd find gravity or energy.
And why animals are the
Yeah.
only things that don't cross.
Have you ever heard of the Wallace Line?
I haven't.
Well, I did a little bit of research because you know me, I was a little interested in this. And
Yeah.
I found out that it's not exactly what they're saying. They sensationalized it.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like that.
So Wallace was the guy that discovered this. And basically, in a roundabout way, and you can correct me or look it up yourself, I'm just going to summarize it. There was a kind of like a shifting of the tectonic plates, which created this invisible line, which really isn't a line. And every animal on one side kind of got locked on one side, and the marsupials and everything got locked on the other.
That's kind of what I assumed happened.
Of course, they can't cross it because there's an ocean between them.
Mhm.
So you're not going to see a koala swimming across the ocean. The other thing is birds do fly over, humans do go over that line, and fish do cross that line. So that was just sensationalized, but it still is interesting nonetheless. And I thought I'd include it in case you never heard of the Wallace Line.
AI is literally being built right now to translate what your cat or dog is saying to you, and yes, that means that you can officially talk to your pets. I know that this literally sounds insane, but this is real research. This Chinese tech company called Baidu just filed for a patent for an AI system that listens to barks and meows, and then it turns those into actual words. Imagine just for a second that your dog goes and barks at the door, and instead of you guessing what it's for, your phone literally pops up with a notification that says there's a stranger outside. Or your cat meows at you and the notification that comes up on your phone is that it's begging you for food. This is 100% real right now, and it doesn't even stop there. The AI would also read your pet's body language, behavior, and even vital signs. So they're saying that if your dog is pacing, barking, or his heart rate spikes, it would actually translate to let you know that it's anxious and needs to go outside. These researchers have also just built a very small prototype bark translator in Mexico. They're saying that they fed it hundreds of dog sounds, and it could not only tell the breed, but what emotion was behind the bark. That's literally Google Translate for dogs. You obviously can't go and download the app right now that lets you do this, but the technology is racing there right now. Guys, if this ends up working, this would be the first time ever in our entire history that humans and animals could actually talk.
Science. I basically already know what my animals are telling me. I know when my cat's meowing for food. I know when my dog's barking because they hear something.
But it's still kind of cool.
Well, did you hear about there's that one dog that they had all those buttons for that
Yeah.
it communicates? They had to put that dog on antidepressants because it said, "Why am I not a person?"
Oh, God.
It had too much
But
consciousness.
this isn't good. This is more like you're just using it like Google Translate. I don't know. I kind of think it'd be cool because my cat runs around here at night screaming. I know he has his toy he wants to play, but I'd like to know what he's saying exactly.
Maybe some of my animals, but some of them I don't. I don't want to know what they're saying.
My cat kind of talks anyway. Rachel, you heard him say it. He says, hello.
Yeah.
And he says, Ma.
Everyone always talks about Annabelle, but there are so many other creepy objects in the Warren Museum. I'm Kaylin, follow along because I'll be going through some of them, but this is known as the Satanic Idol. Now, according to the Warren Museum, this doll was found in the woods of Connecticut near Sandy Hook by a hunter. When the hunter came upon this, he obviously didn't know what it was, but he could see that there was a man in black robes running away from the doll. He He didn't really know what else to do, so he called the Warrens, and once they picked it up, Lorraine felt very sick. Doctors checked her out, said that there was nothing wrong with her, so they knew that whatever was happening to Lorraine had to be coming from this doll. And that's how they realized that the man in the robes in the woods was probably the leader of a satanic cult, and whatever was happening to Lorraine was probably because of a curse that they had put on this doll. So now it remains in their collection with another one of the most mysterious items they own, known as the Pearls of Death. The legend of the Pearls of Death says that anyone who wears these pearls will be choked by them. And that's how they ended up in the Warren Museum in the first place. The woman who owned them said that every time she put them on, they mysteriously started suffocating her. So they think the pearls are cursed, as they say in this handmade sign, but usually there's another sign there that says do not touch them because of this curse.
Yeah. Again, like, why are we messing around with these freaking items?
I just find it wild that they even exist in the first place. How many of these items are created by intention?
Yeah.
It's wild.
They're creepy. I don't even like looking at them for too long.
No, but we're still the Warren season, aren't we, kind of?
We are.
And we're coming into Samhain soon, so it's just gonna amp up from here and keep looking because you're gonna see more.
Yeah. If you gave me $1 billion, I wouldn't go in that house again because it messed up my life and my husband's life. Terrible, horrible, horrible place. Oh, it was terrible. That's where I levitated with my body in that home. And it was the things that happened there.
This is why I don't think I could handle being a true paranormal investigator.
If she's scared of it, you know it's got to be bad.
Yeah, I don't even think being on the level I'm at, I don't think I could just willingly enter places, I guess, on that
I have
level.
no desire to do that. I used to.
Me too.
But now I look at things a little bit differently, especially with the veil the way it is and the energy that's going around the earth right now, as we know. So, yeah, I'll just kind of stay in the light, you know?
I'll just watch the Amityville movies.
Or our TikToks.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go look. This Wolf Creek Pass FAA weather cam. Let's look at it. That is wild. It is very wild.
What do you think that is?
CERN?
Ooh.
I don't know. Nothing is surprising me really anymore. I'm kind of going comfortably numb, like Pink Floyd.
And that's probably by design.
Yeah.
We're all like, oh, there's shit in the sky. Okay. No, it's a new one. Soon it's just going to be like straight up ships. And we're going to be like, oh, okay, whatever. Bring me a snack, please.
I don't know if this is real or fake. I do think it's really good, either AI or CGI, if it is fake, because it's blinking, just really sold it. Of course, it's grainy like usual.
Yeah.
But my question is this, besides the fact it's kind of cute.
It is kind of cute.
Wouldn't it just phase in the house? Like, why is it walking and lurking around the windows? Is it a vampire? Does it need to be invited in, or can it just kind of...
Maybe it's weak, so it can't.
Maybe it needed a snack.
It's just one of those kind of aliens, like if I was a kid and that was a movie, I'd probably watch it over and over again.
What?
Like,
Thinking it was like E.T.?
Yeah. I loved E.T. I watched that movie so many times. You know, when you're a kid and you just like obsessively watch movies.
So she would have went out with some Reese's Pieces and tried to lure it in the house.
Oh, I did that as a child.
Oh, you did?
I lined it up.
Oh,
I
you
had
were just
everything.
waiting for E.T. to come in.
I was.
Okay.
And then my sister was terrified of E.T. and I took advantage of that.
Oh, nice.
We have a situation unfolding in Panama that I had to share with you. And honestly, this video, these series of videos, truly have me scared, and not like ghosts and goblins type scared. This is a different type of fear. This is something that could have worldwide effects. And it all began around August 29th, 2025. A man by the name of Kin found a meteorite that he states crash landed near his home. He picked up a piece of it, a little rock, and took it home. Then he began experimenting on it to see if he could see what was inside of it. He then claims that he exposed it to the sun. And this is when things take a seriously dark turn. Something starts growing out of it, something that is a living organism. And whatever that thing is, as you see it progress and grow, it begins moving. But it gets worse. This thing gets huge. He eventually begins locking it in a security case. But honestly, how big this thing is, how much it reacts to the light as soon as he opens that door, it's not going to hold it. And then what makes it worse is he's begun taking pieces of it and sending it to people across the world. If this is real, this is something that needs to be studied scientifically and in a secure location. We have no idea how this can impact everybody. Take a look at these series of videos. Tell me what you think.
A nuestro visitante interplanetario. Ustedes están siendo testigos de este hallazgo aquí en Panamá. Me han recomendado no tocar. Viene una universidad, la Universidad Internacional, próximo a venir a Panamá a retirarse muestras de mi meteorito. El meteorito ha cambiado de color y me di cuenta que destruye todo lo que es planta. No se puede acercar a una planta porque la mata. Miren ustedes. Y cuando uno le pone algo con vida, por ejemplo esta hoja, uno le pone algo con vida, ustedes pueden ver cómo ella transmite como una fuerza. Totalmente raro, miren. Y no creen en el meteorito. Yo quisiera que vinieran rápido a investigar este tipo de piedra. No sé de dónde vendrá, de qué galaxia. Ahora que lo he puesto a tomar sol, veo que le están haciendo una especie como de orquídea o planta parásita, pero crece muy rápido, pero es bajo el sol. Si alguien me pudiera decir qué es, qué está creciendo ahí en mi piedra. Ha crecido demasiado rápido. Si bien, miren que hasta con la iniciativa, todo se lo pienso mandar a mis amigos en el mundo. Ha crecido bastante. Ha crecido bastante, ha cambiado de color. Ha cambiado de color. No coman ansias, no coman ansias. Todo se le va a mandar sus muestras. Es totalmente gratis. Solamente me escriben y yo le mando sus muestras. Ya ha crecido bastante. A pesar que no lo he sacado al sol, ya ha crecido bastante. ¿Y qué puedo sacar? Puedo sacar pedazos y se lo puedo enviar. Es algo totalmente increíble. Me fascina. No tengas miedo ahora. Ay, ¿qué me tocó esto? Mamá. Vamos, estás ahí. Te despegaste. Totalmente despegado.
So I feel like that would have been confiscated by now.
Very good point, Rach. Very good point.
Like, no way the government's going to be like, oh, yeah, share this on TikTok. We have no control of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll play the next one and I can show you a little something something.
Wow, estás grande. Has crecido bastante. Me das miedo.
Here's my thoughts on this. Resin, air pump can make that move. I think this guy is totally faking it. So therefore, I'm going to say fake.
Fake. Entertaining.
Yes.
But fake.
Now, there are follow-ups happening on the hour. He's claiming that they're coming after him, that he feels a bond with this thing, that he's sick from this thing. But like you said earlier, they should have come and swooped that right up. That wouldn't have even been able to make it on to the TikTok.
Right. And I think if you did have something like that, you would not be sharing it for the whole world to see. That would be like on the down low.
The edge he's got going for him is that his camera work is so like average, like cell phone camera lighting. It's not really fancy. People are following. I mean, this is like really getting covered right now. So sorry if you've already seen it, but we had to at least give our 2 cents and cover what's going on. Thanks for tuning in with us. We appreciate you, all of you in our community. And if you want to support us further, you could always do this. Or either way really helps us along on our journey. And for that, we thank you. And if you're new here, welcome.
I don't know how it's possible, but there's a paper published in a science magazine that says they've invented contact lenses that can see in the dark. But that's not even the fantastic part about it. These contact lenses have not been able to be pushed out in the market yet because they say that with them, you can see dark entities that you can't see with the naked eye. I'm not even joking. So basically, how does this work? The people that are testing it, 90% of them have left the test because they got scared. They're horrified. What happened is, while they're testing the contact lenses, they say that not only you can see perfectly in the dark, okay, cool, but that there were beings that were dark with glowing eyes and elongated fingers. Then another guy said that if he closed his eyes, he could still see these entities through his eyelids. I don't even know how that's possible. I mean, meaning I know that you can do it with your third eye. I just don't understand how these contacts work, that you can do that. But anyway, and then another really weird, insane thing is that they can't put them on the market until they figure out how they can only see in the dark. Because apparently we're surrounded by creatures, and the last tester, again, this is all alleged, I wasn't there. The last tester said that she saw this dark entity that lunged at her, but then passed right through her body. So we're basically surrounded by these dark entities with glowing eyes and elongated fingers, and we're walking around them all day long, and you can't detect them, and so you don't know. Good thing is, if they jump you, they go right through your body, and you don't even know. So, what do y'all think about that? That's something new, right? Cool. Yeah.
So Rachel and I covered this on one of our Beyond the Veil news episodes a couple weeks ago. If you're interested, we run an audio-only news segment every couple weeks, and they're a lot of fun. What do you think? Would you wear them?
Yeah, I would try it. Not all the time.
Okay.
But it's a controlled thing. It's not like you take a substance and all of a sudden you can see it and you don't have control. Because I feel like I can be like, okay,
pull them out.
We can stop that now.
The weird thing about the guy that had him in and then closed his eyes and could still see through his eyelids and see the beings was a little much for me.
The curiosity, like, what is there? Is this real? Is it real?
I think it is. I think the things that we don't see every day.
But if they're bad, I don't know if I want to see them.
They can't hurt you. They can't hurt you. One of these things ran right at this woman and went through her.
But what if once you see it, you friggin' open up something in your mind, then all of a sudden you don't need them contacts anymore because you see it and there's some kind of psychic connection and then you can't unsee anymore.
This is hitting like They Live, the movie.
They Live. I don't know if I've seen that movie.
Roddy Piper. I think it's in the 80s.
Okay.
You were probably just a little sprite then. Get a chance, watch it. It's a great movie.
Okay.
Glasses. He puts the glasses on and you can see all the aliens and stuff, but we're hiding. It's kind of like pod people. They were inside of other human beings.
Okay.
But these are just entities just floating around, and we know they exist. It's just, do we want to see them and be able to function every day, you know?
I mean, I think I'm not, maybe not everybody, but a lot of us catch things from time to time.
Yeah.
And it's a little like, ooh, what was that? But I don't know if I want to see it like that. The biggest time is when you wake up in the middle of the night, you gotta go get a drink of water and use the bathroom. That is the worst time that I'm like, I'm gonna see something. It's gonna be right there in the window. So
What's that? Oh, a group of people that were testing new AI glasses went to a nearby zoo in San Diego, and what they saw completely freaked them out. Tell me more. Yeah, this group of researchers were testing out these AI glasses to just verify that they're working properly, that they can identify animals, give you information about them, things like that. This is where it gets a little bit eerie, because when they looked at these animals, such as they were looking at a tiger, it did not look like a tiger. It looked, what they said, like some sort of weird demonic creature. And then they asked the AI, what am I looking at? And it identified it as a scary demonic creature. Okay. The AI responded, this does not look like anything from Earth and looks like something from the spiritual realm, which you are now looking at. Oh, I love that. But the way that this creature was looking at them freaked them out, and it started to move slowly closer to them. So they left the zoo in a hurry. Oh, goody.
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
Like, why are the tigers
demons?
Yeah, are they posing as animals? That's what's up now?
I don't even go to zoos because I feel so bad for the animals. We have nature documentaries and National Geographic now. Do we really need to go to zoos and see these animals in captivity when they could be free? Your point is totally valid. Why are the demons in the tigers?
They're actually the real animals. However, demons
inhabit it
because they know people are right there, and their energy, like maybe there's like an energy feeding, and think of like all the little kids that are right up to the window, and they could be, that's a source because there's constant children at the zoo.
I could say this. I was watching recently, if you believe, she was an animal psychic, and she talks all the time. Cats, dogs, everything. She was talking to a cat recently, and this cat was literally evil. And it kept saying things, and it bothered her. So she had to stop the session because she's like, I don't understand. You don't love your mother? This little cat would say horrible things about the mother and horrible things about the other siblings that it had. And she was like, it was an evil cat. So if you think about it, I mean, you can choose to believe it or not, but if you think about it, there's good and bad in everything, right? It's that balance, light, dark, good, bad, hot, cold. So yeah, maybe there's bad animals that are demonic. Maybe there's bad aliens that are demonic.
Just another layer on the cake.
Yeah.
Animals, man. The zoo.
Look at this picture right here. This picture's at least 20 years old. Take a close look. Look real close. Did you see it? Let me show you a little closer version. There's a woman right there, sitting in a chair, looking out towards the person taking the picture. And her reflection somehow is also looking out towards the person taking the picture. What? What the heck? That's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. How is this possible? How is the reflection at the back of her head?
The mirrors. I don't like the mirrors. Oh, why? How is that happening?
And is it them? Is it the mirror them? Like in Mirror World?
No, I don't know. I don't feel like it's them.
Is it spooky ghost? Is it demon?
Mimic?
A mimic, a multi-dimensional
something. I don't think it's them. Because check out the next video.
I keep hearing a noise coming from the mirror, guys, but I can't work out what it is. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck, man? Fucking need to watch that one back, guys. I'm sure my eyes were fucking different. That was fucking creepy. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, let me watch this footage back, guys. I've just watched the footage back, guys. That one's creeped me right out. Fucking pack it in! Doing it again! I'm staying out for that. Pack it fucking in! Oh, this one's creeped me out, guys. I don't want to look in the mirror. That one that's creeped me out. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I'm staying out tonight, guys. I need a break. I'm really tired, restless. He's been a nightmare the last few days. Well, the last week, to be honest. This one, the reflection stuff is quite creepy. That with my eyes, I don't like looking at it, guys, at all. I'm not even looking in the mirror now. I'm going to come back tomorrow, hopefully. He's calmed down a bit. It's been hard work, guys. Seriously hard work.
What is he doing with the doll?
Is the doll creating his eyes to get all weird?
I think so.
It's not the mirror?
That doll
Is using the mirror?
Yeah. That doll looks like it's up to no good.
Look, this is a double whammy because your dad in the mirrors, me in the mirrors, my mom in the dolls.
My dad sent me pictures. He found all these sports flags and he's covering up his mirrors. He's done with them.
I don't blame him.
But like, why back in the day? Why did everybody cover their walls in mirrors? They just love
It was
themselves.
such a 70s porno thing to do.
Especially in the retirement communities, I'm sure.
I'm just waiting on the Chris Brown concert, and September 8th need to come on. That's it, that's all.
Why is that girl got that creepy old doll talking about the Chris Brown concert?
Yeah, and I wondered when she shifted if it had like a mechanism in the eyes to make it shift.
Yeah.
It was hard to see, but that second video with the doll, it was the doll in the bottom left corner kind of turned its head. Behind it was what's called a walking doll. And when I was a kid, we used to have those in an old hospital I used to live in. And it was called a walking doll. And you could hold its hand and walk, and it would walk with you. But even as a kid, that doll scared the bejesus out of me. I'm not really scared of dolls, but as a kid I was, and they can be pretty creepy.
And then that hand, that creepy hand.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like dead looking. Looked like looked like a girl from The Ring coming out the well.
That's true.
They watched that video and they didn't make a copy.
What?
What the fucking kind of bridge is this?
This is the Shima Ohashi Bridge. It is a popular internet famous bridge in Japan, often dubbed the craziest or scariest bridge in the world.
What the fucking kind of bridge is this?
This is Magdeburg Water Bridge. It is an incredibly amazing design. It enables ships to sail on the highway as well, achieving a perfect integration of engineering and nature.
What the fucking kind of bridge is this?
This is a Baipanjiang Bridge with a vertical height of around 565 meters. It once held the world record for the tallest bridge and remains one of the tallest globally today.
What the fucking kind of bridge is this?
This is Moses Bridge. It is an invisible bridge where the water surface is level with the passage, making people feel as if they are walking on water.
What the fucking kind of bridge is this?
This is Longtana Bridge. It was once the world's tallest bridge, spanning 2 mountain peaks. It feels like wandering in the clouds when fog rolls in.
What the fucking kind of bridge is this?
This is Hosseini Bridge, made of just a few suspension cables and planks. Though it looks dangerous, it is actually not safe at all.
What the fucking kind of bridge is this?
This is Capilano Suspension Bridge. It attracts over 1.2 million visitors every year. It has been more than 100 years since its establishment.
What the fucking kind of bridge is this?
This is Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. It was once the world's longest recognized bridge. Drivers often saw no end on it and even had hallucinations.
What the fucking kind of bridge is this?
This is Tower Bridge. It's an iconic landmark in London, often seen in films and literature, and one of the city's cultural symbols.
Those are all real?
Yeah.
Why?
And I had a little bit of a fear of bridges.
Ew.
I used to have like nightmares about the Peace Bridge going over into Canada for some reason. I don't know what it was. And then when I lived in Florida, driving from New York to Florida, when you would go over those bridges that were just over the ocean, after a while, I would start having like little panic attacks. So I get it with the bridges. I just had to include that because it's fascinating.
That is, I can't believe some of those are actually real.
Yeah.
They don't look real.
They're real.
I don't want to be on them. The only one, the one that's like 100 years old with the lights and they walk on it, that kind of looks cool.
Some of them are cool. Some of them, I think that first one that just looked Mountain Dew angular, like do the do.
Yeah.
That one I think maybe have to do with the position of where you are with the camera. It cannot be that
I don't know.
angled. I bet you it looks that way through mirage.
Thank you, God, for your covering. Because who's that walking behind me, y'all? Who is that walking behind me? There's no cars behind me. Look, there's no cars behind me. Who's that? And he's walking. Look.
Them Tesla cameras. Do you think Elon knew what he was doing when he made these cameras?
I don't think he expected that, but I think that was someone that wanted to tell her about her extended car warranty.
We got first and last names of 6 witches that are in our church. And you know what's strange? 3 of you in the room right now. You better look in my eyeballs. We ain't afraid of you, you stinking witch. You devil-worshiping Satanist witch. We cast you out in the name of Jesus Christ. We break your spells. We break your curse. We got your first name. We got your last name. We even got an address for one of you.
We've been called witches before on here. I think it's
Cackling
funny.
witches.
Yeah, somebody really tore into us.
We might be a bird in the middle of the night. You never know.
Hey, a lacucha,
Yeah.
lacachina? Chucha?
Letusra, something. Caca. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching more of our strange and unusual content. Appreciate all your support. We love your comments. Keep tuning in and keep sending us your content. If you capture anything, maybe a bird that seems a little bit more than a bird, send it to us. It's to thespiritpod@gmail.com and we'll debut it. And until next time.